I gotta convince myself I don't want it even going to. You could break my heart in two. But when it kills, it beats me. I know it's forward, but it's true. I wanna hold you when I'm not supposed to. When I'm lying close to someone else, you're stuck in my head. And I can get you out of it if I could do it all again. I know I'd go back to you.
Hashtag Riverdale. Go back to you. No. Anyways, yeah. I figured I'd start this off with a little dance, because you know what? I like that. I like dancing. I love this song. Like, Back to You by Selena Gomez. Like, first, let me just say, she killed it with the Bad Liar music video. That is, like, one of my all-time favorite music videos, especially of hers. Like, that's my favorite. She killed it with she killed it with the Bad Liar video, and now she's killing it with Back to You, the song. Like, oh, it's so fucking good. Like, it is my song, man. It is #1, always. I listen to this song every day, if not multiple times a day. No, I do listen to it every day, multiple times a day, but sometimes it's once a day even, but I am just fucking, she killed it. Like, it's the perfect song. I just love it. Anyways, let's get into what this is about. Let me introduce myself. Let me introduce myself to the crew, and the cast, and you, and who? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so I'm weird. So that's established. Okay, so, greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to Planet and Alien here on YouTube. I'm Weird Little Alien, or Noelle, whatever you choose to call me. Or Down the Rabbit Hole. I mean, yeah, because basically when you come to my channel, it's like falling down a rabbit hole, I guess. Because my mind's like a rabbit hole. It's filled with lots of stuff that just comes spewing out in random sections of videos, and yeah. So let's get into this. Riverdale. Oh my god. I never get tired of talking about Riverdale, which you can tell by the Riverdale videos I post, but I just never get tired of it. I just never get tired of talking about Riverdale. And there's always something new, so of course I want to talk about Riverdale. Of course they started filming Riverdale. They were at their table read, which, I mean, okay. Whew. Sorry. I just got a little excited, you know. I'm gonna just, like, insert, like, some pictures of them, you know, out to dinner, them at the table read, KJ and Lily sitting next to each other. Oh, God. It's like, that's the most Archie you'll ever get in Season 3, is them sitting next to each other at a table read. Not even as Betty and Archie, but as KJ and Lily. Are you good with that? Okay! No, I'm just joking. That would, like, suck. But, you know, usually Lily and KJ don't sit next to each other at table read, so it was like, I know she was sitting next to Cole. I'm not like, I don't want people thinking, oh my god, I do like KJ and Lily. Like, yeah, I do like them. Like, yeah, I would ship them fair together, but I'm fine with her with Cole. I don't care. It's her choice. It's who she wants to love. You know, they're happy. I'm happy for them. I love Cole so fucking much. Like, so I'm happy for them. But when seeing KJ and Lily actually sitting next to each other just makes me so happy. It's like, what if, like, by them sitting next to each other, it's because, what if it's because, like, they have, like, a lot of Betty and Archie scenes, or, like, at least in episode 1, they have quite a few Betty and Archie scenes, and so, like, they're sitting next to each other as they're reading Betty and Archie's script, you know, as they're reading the script for their characters, and their characters in the first episode are interacting, so maybe that's why they're sitting next to each other, or maybe they're just sitting next to each other for the hell of it. Either fucking way, KJ and Lily were sitting next to each other. He called her Lilith. Like, my life is made. This is content I live for. I'm sorry. You know what? No, I'm not sorry. Okay? I love me some KJ and Lily. I love me some Cole. I love me some Cammy and Cole. I love me some all Riverdale cast, crew, characters, whatever. I love it if it has to do with Riverdale. I love Riverdale. But why I'm making this video, besides talking about the fact that they started filming it, which we all already knew, duh, but I want to talk about the character Heather. Now, the character Heather was mentioned by Cheryl as basically kind of like her first love in a way, you know? I think it was kind of like her first girl crush, you know, her first girl that she was really close to, you know. Unfortunately, her mother ended that very quickly, so they have not seen each other since junior high, you know. So, a lot of people are upset. They're like, because some people want Heather to come into Season 3, and other people are like, why? Like, first off, we already got all these characters coming in. Second off, why would you want drama with Shoni when they haven't even got enough screen time for their relationship? And I totally agree. Like, okay, I'm going to tell you this. I do want to know Heather. Like, I hope we do at some point. I'm not saying season 3, because no, we don't need a season 3. Maybe at, like, the end of the season, or maybe, no, I think season 4. I just feel like, let me first say this. I do want to meet this character, Heather. Like, I do want to meet her. I want to know who this character is. I want to know her backstory. I want to know what happened to her after junior high. Did she, like, move away? Like, I do want to know Heather's story, and I do want to know some more of Heather and Cheryl and, you know, that kind of stuff. So I do want to get introduced to this Heather character. However, yes, I agree that I'm down for drama and angst sometimes, but other times it's like, you know what? Let's try and just keep things not so complicated. I really do think season 3, since Vanessa has been promoted to a series regular, which, yes, thank God, thank you, and Charles Melton, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, ah! Yay! That makes me so happy. I love Reggie, like, ah! Okay, anyways, so she has been promoted to the series regular, so she's gonna be in the show a lot more. I'm so ready! But anyways, yeah, I would really like to see Cheryl and Tony develop more and see more of their relationship and see more of their character development and more of Cheryl as a serpent. Like, I am so ready for seeing Cheryl as a serpent. Like, could you imagine her walking down the hall in her red serpent jacket? Like, ah! That would be iconic, dude. It would be so iconic. I would freak the fuck out. Like, I need season 3 so fucking bad. Like, oh my God, I need it so bad. So bad. But anyways, so, yeah, I agree with, like, because we already have in season 3, we already have 2 new characters. I mean, we have Evelyn Evernever and we have Edgar Evernever. So we have those 2 new characters coming in. So, and there is, now, I want to address this too. Lindsay Shaw from Pretty Little Liars, there is a rumor going around that she is cast as someone in Riverdale. I don't know if she was cast as Heather or cast as someone for Riverdale. And I was like, wait, this makes no sense. No, no, no. Because, first off, she doesn't look like she'd fit in Riverdale. Sorry. It's just my opinion. I don't think she looks right for Riverdale. Sorry. But also, why is she being added? But I found out that it was fake. Like, it's not true that she's being added. Because I was thinking, I haven't heard anything about this. And now, all of a sudden, it's like a thing. But then someone told me, no, it's fake. And I was like, oh, thank the Lord. So Lindsay Shaw, as far as I'm concerned, is not coming to Riverdale. She has not been cast as any character. She's not coming to the show. And hopefully she never does. Also, which brings me to a character, Evelyn Evernever. I told you guys who I wanted to play her. Maddie Hassan. Because I said it Hansen last time, and I'm so pissed because I got it wrong. It's Hassan, whatever you say, Maddie Hassan. Okay, you know, I can't say some last names, I'm sorry. But anyways, I want her to play Evelyn Evernever. If not her, someone else is okay. But, like, she's my ideal choice. The only person I don't want to play Evelyn Evernever is Dove Cameron. I'm sorry, but I don't want Dove on Riverdale. I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. I have nothing against her. I like her, you know, but I don't want her on Riverdale. First off, I just couldn't see her in Riverdale. I don't want her in Riverdale. So please do not make Evelyn Evernever Dove Cameron. Like, no, come on. Like, I know I can't be the only one. Like, she just wouldn't fit in. I don't know. Like, don't do that. I hope it's not Dove Cameron. Out of everyone, please don't be Dove Cameron. I'm sorry, but I just don't think she is the right fit, if she's even being considered. I don't know. It's just, someone was like, I bet it's going to be Dove Cameron, and I'm like, no. You know, like, sorry, but no. But yeah, this whole Heather thing, I completely agree with people, because people are getting upset. They're like, why do you want Heather to come in? Like, damn, we haven't even got to see Cheryl and Tony as a couple that much. I mean, let them develop some more before you start putting in all this drama and triangle shit. And I completely agree. I'm down for this character Heather. I do want to know this character Heather, but I don't want to know her right away. Like, well, how do I, like, I don't know how to say this. Like, I want to know the character Heather. It's just, I agree. I want Cheryl and Tony season 3. I hope we get a lot of scenes of them separately and together, but a lot of scenes of them developing their relationship. And then season 4, if they want to bring in Heather, you can. But I just think at the end of the day, it would be super interesting to know who Heather is, like see who Heather is, why she just disappeared after junior high, or has she always been there, but just we've never acknowledged her because her story hasn't been told yet. Because I do feel like Heather, I mean, if the writers don't bring her up, okay. But I feel like it'd be interesting to meet this Heather girl and to see, like, where she's been all this time and to see how her and Cheryl interact after, you know, being, you know, basically apart since junior high. I think it would be interesting. But I definitely think we first need to focus on Cheryl and Tony as a couple, you know, and get more into that and more into the development of them separately and together, because as we know, like I said, Cheryl is a serpent, which was the best decision ever fucking made. Like, it was so good. Like, I hate to say this, but I don't know. I kind of find this true, because someone said this. They were like, someone tweeted how, like, Cheryl, you know, she does have a right to be a serpent. Like, she has no family, no home, really. This is her family, which is completely true. Like, Cheryl being a serpent makes so much sense. This is the family she needs. This is the home she needs, you know? And she's with Tony, someone, you know, she's loving. She's starting to love, you know? There's strong feelings there. And, you know, she's finding her own voice. I love it, you know? And she's not being fucking attacked constantly and pushed down by her mother or her uncle, you know? She's being herself and living her own life and being happy, and I just love that. But someone was like, oh, Betty wouldn't even help the serpents if Jughead wasn't her boyfriend, and that's just the truth. And it's like, it's kind of true. I mean, if you think about it, Betty wouldn't be as invested in the serpents if it wasn't for Jughead. Like, it is true. It is true. Like, I know Cheryl helped the serpents because of Tony, but, I mean, she also helped them in other ways. I mean, yeah. I understand, like, Cheryl, Cheryl, honestly, she didn't just do, you know, no. Cheryl didn't just do it for Tony, because even at the Pickens Day thing, she was totally against celebrating this guy who was fucking her family member. She was against celebrating him murdering all these people for land. She was upset, and this is a family member, and she's still disgusted at what they did. And so that was the first time where she was like, she handed her candy out to her mom, and she's like, goes to stand in the front, and she's like right there with them protesting, you know? So she was already like kind of on the serpent side before even getting with Tony or having that connection. And I think that, you know, shows that she didn't do all this for this. She didn't do this for this, like, she didn't do all this stuff for the serpents just because of Tony. She did it for Tony and for the serpents, because at the beginning, she was, you know, standing up for what's right, which is what the serpents were doing. And then, you know, come develop a friendship with Tony and get more involved in the serpents. And I mean, thank God, because without her and without Penelope actually caring, we would have never got to, like, we never would have known that these cops were going to raid the White Worm so they could basically just kill all the serpents and say, oh, well, we didn't mean to. It's just they were resisting. So, you know, we had to, like, whack them a bunch of times or shoot them, you know, because they would have done that. So I am so thankful for that. Like, thank God Cheryl is involved with Tony, because without Cheryl, and thank God she was going to see her, because without Cheryl, who knows what would happen. And I would have been so fucking pissed. Like, when they were escaping, I was like, oh, God, please don't let the cops see. I was so worried the cops were going to see. I was like, oh, my God, please go, please, please. But no, like, I know some people might disagree, but I do honestly believe that is kind of true. Like, if Jughead wasn't a serpent and Jughead wasn't her boyfriend, would she have really did anything serpent-wise? She wouldn't even want to be a serpent if it wasn't for Jughead, which kind of, like, that bugs, like, the only thing, like, I know I say this, but it just gets me, because I feel like Betty's path is, like, she has her own path, you know, and it's a great path, and I can't wait to see where she goes from here now that her dad has been revealed as the Black Hood, and her sister's in a fucking cult, and her mom's kind of losing it because she just found out her husband is a murderer who murdered a teenage girl. So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of crazy shit happening. So Betty has this great path she's going down. Like, I see her going down this great path, but I hate that it's, like, it always has to also include, like, instead of like her focusing on like her own path, it's like, oh, am I going to be the serpent queen? Oh, am I going to do this for the serpents? Am I going to go and be a serpent with Jughead? And it's like, you have your own path. For me, the serpents are not Betty's path. I'm going to keep saying that. The serpents is not her path at all. It's not. She's not meant to be a serpent. And the truth is, like that person said, if it wasn't for Jughead being her boyfriend, she would not have done anything for the serpents because she wouldn't have even acknowledged them because Jughead's not her boyfriend, you know, Jughead's not a serpent, so she wouldn't have acknowledged it. So it is true. Like, that is true, I have to admit. Like, that's what it is true. Like, that's the tea. Like, ooh, that tea is strong and truthful. No. But yeah, it's true. Like, she would probably have done half this shit if it wasn't for Jughead being her boyfriend. Which, nothing against her. But, I mean, yeah, it is true. Like, I just wanted to put that in there because I thought that was true and that was the tea. You know? And, yeah, at the end of the day, Cheryl, God, I think it was such a great idea to make her a serpent. And it really was. Like, in her own jacket. Like, I just can't wait for the moment she, like, just walks down the hall in that jacket. Like, I just want to see it. Like, I just need that iconic moment. I really do. Like, I love that moment. So, yeah, sorry I'm rambling on. But I wanted to bring up the Heather thing because I saw that going around. And I wanted to kind of give my opinion on it. And just kind of, like I said, I would love to see who this character is and to get her story and stuff and where she's been. But not season 3. I think season 3, we have enough going on right now with Hiram and Archie. And then if Gladys and Jelly Bean Jones comes in, like I said, like, oh my god, I see so many fucking triangles. It's crazy. Like, I feel like season 3 is going to be the start of the triangle, the iconic triangle. But I feel like it's going to have a lot more in it than just Betty, Archie, and Veronica. Because I see like a triangle, like I said in my last video, between FP, Alice, and Gladys. I see one between Archie, Betty, Veronica. Archie, Betty, Veronica, Evelyn, Jughead. You know, like, I could just see so many. Like, and so having Heather come into the scene and that whole situation, not saying it would create a triangle, but it's just like, no, we don't need Heather yet. So I don't think she's coming into season 3. I haven't heard that she is, but I know that was speculation and a lot of people were like wanting her to come into season 3, but I don't want her to come in season 3. Like, wait till at least season 4 if they're going to introduce her. Season 4 is good because we already got enough coming in. Plus, we already got our original cast that still needs more screen time. So I think it's better. Plus, like, you know, they do need to develop more. We need more scenes of them. I mean, yeah, we got good scenes of them in season 2, but not enough. We need more scenes of them together as a couple and really see their relationship and see it grow before you put in this character Heather and create trauma and everything gets complicated. We don't need that just yet. Plus, I feel like even, I feel like, I was going to say even Machen said this, but I can't remember if this is exactly what she said, but she was like saying basically like she hopes season 3 is like less like complicated, you know, not so complicated and shit, which is, I think that's what she said, but whatever, either way, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hope season 3 is like a little less complicated, you know. Well, I guess, yeah, like, I don't know. I guess I hope it's not so, like, the first 2 seasons have been very, you know, I don't know. I guess either way it's fine. I mean, I just, yeah, a little less complicated, because I feel like we're already going to get a lot of complications in season 3. Not bad, but not good, you know? Like, it's just going to be interesting ones. And, yeah, so I'm excited to see that. I'm excited for season 3. Like, I have such high hopes. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't. But I will say this time and time again, because, you know, us Barchi fans, we gotta remember, Barchi is endgame, Veronica is endgame. It is happening. Oh, shit. I just broke a candle. Okay, Noelle, your Riverdale obsession is breaking candles. Okay, anyways, yeah. So, yeah, I can't wait for season 3. So, anyway, that's all I wanted to say about the whole character Heather and everything. Sorry, guys. You know, I love to talk about Riverdale. Okay, so I was rendering my video, my Riverdale one, but there's a few more things I wanted to add. Okay, so I've said this before, but I feel like Charles Cooper, you know, the real son of FP and Alice, I feel like he might not be dead. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like that's such a quick way to wrap up that story. But then again, Chic's coming back in season 3, so I mean, the story is still kind of going on since he accidentally killed him. Like, I don't know. I feel like Charles is still alive. Could you imagine if why Chic infiltrated the Coopers is because of Charles, and he wanted him to do this because Alice turned him away, so Charles decided, you know what, let me have you infiltrate the Cooper household. You never know, because for all we know, they went there, you know, looking for Charles, found Chic, but really Charles is alive, he's just not there at the time, and so Chic decides, hey, I'll pretend to be Charles, I'm your son, you know, like, wouldn't it be crazy, because Chic's coming back in season 3, wouldn't it be crazy if, like, why he's been playing the Coopers and why he's been, like, trying to infiltrate that family so bad is because their real son is still alive and because he was turned away and he is holding a grudge? Like, I don't know. I feel like Charles is still alive. I do. I know we got the whole girl saying there was sheets with blood covered with them, sheets covered in blood, whatever. And then you have Chic saying he accidentally killed him. But I don't know. I feel like that's just, like, throwing us off the trail. I feel like he's still alive. Like, I feel like we're going to see him. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like he's still alive, Charles. And I hope so, because I want more of that storyline. But besides me feeling like Charles is alive, also I want to say, like, Betty and Jughead, like, I don't know if they're going to find out they share a brother or not. Like, okay. I know, like, I know that automatically, oh, you want them to find out they share a brother, so they'll break up. But, you know, just because they find out they share a brother, we don't know they'll break up. I mean, for all we know, they could find out and still go steady, still be dating, you know? Oh, go steady. Damn, what am I, in the fucking 50s? Why can't we say that anymore? I'm going steady with this girl. I'm going steady with this guy, you know? Like, that's nice. No. But yeah, so, what was he saying? Oh my god. Oh, that's what I was saying. Sorry. Okay, I got my train of thought back. Sorry. No. But I mean, because I feel like Charles' story isn't over yet. That's clear. Like, Charles Cooper's story isn't over, as well as Chic, who is involved with Charles, you know? So that story is not over yet. So I'm just curious as if to Betty and Jughead, if they're going to find out they share a brother. And if so, would it be like Gladys Jones? She, like, drops the bomb that they share a brother? Because would she know? Like, I don't know. Because, like, FP didn't, he knew, but he didn't really know. Like, I don't know. So, like, because it said that Gladys and Jellybean are coming into season 3, and that's going to cause trouble with Betty and Jughead and FP and Alice. And FP and Alice, I understand, because Gladys, you know. But Jughead and Betty, I was like, why would that cause any problems? Like, Jellybean surely isn't, unless she doesn't like Betty. She bonds with, maybe she doesn't like Betty and she bonds with Veronica more, and, you know, that upsets Betty, I guess. I don't know, you know, that I could totally see happen. Actually, I could, yeah, she bonds with Veronica, likes her, and not Betty, you know, doesn't really care for Betty, and, you know, that kind of sucks for Betty and Jughead, because, well, this is his sister, and this is his girlfriend, and they kind of need to like each other, but that's just speculation, but I'm just saying. But no. So, yeah, maybe Gladys knows that FP and Alice had a kid, you know, and maybe she drops the bomb to Betty and Jughead, and that's what, like, kind of stirs the pot. Because, like, I'm guessing they're going to find out they share a brother. I mean, because I feel like I said, his storyline isn't over yet, especially with Chic coming back, like I said. So, clearly, the brother thing, I feel like they're going to find out, at least I hope they are, just for the sole purpose of, I think they should know they share a brother. Like, I just think that would be vital information to share. It's just something I think they should know. And I feel like they're going to find out, but it's going to be from someone you wouldn't expect, or someone like Gladys, and not from the people it should be from, like FP or Alice saying it. I feel like they're going to find out in a different way, which is going to shock them. Because I'm guessing the writers are going to, like, let them know eventually that they share a brother. I mean, not saying they're going to break up after, but, I mean, I would think, anyways, they're going to find out they share a brother. But it's like, once they find out they share a brother, like, if they still date, I mean, Roberto, you write the show, you want to do that, okay, but, I mean, dude, I'm sorry, I don't care DNA shared or not, I don't care if he's dead or alive. If I share a brother with someone I'm dating, no matter how much I love this person, I'm just going to think of my brother every time I kiss him and be like, we share a brother, ew, 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 you know, like, even though they're not really related, they just share a brother, it's still just kind of gross. Like, I'm sorry, it is. So I'm very interested if we're going to find out, if Betty and Jughead are going to find out they share a brother, and if so, what happens after that, you know, what comes with that, you know? I mean, that's going to cause like, that's gonna fucking shock them to their core. Like, they're gonna have to step away from each other for a moment to kind of gather their thoughts and figure out what the hell, like, you know, I mean, because I hope they find out they share a brother, because just for the sole purpose of, I want to see their faces, and I think they should know, and that's a vital thing, and I don't think his story's over with. So, yeah, I wanted to include that, because, I mean, oh my god, yeah, like, I mean, for when Betty and Jughead will break up, but they'll break up for, I don't know what reason yet, we'll see, but maybe it is because they share a brother. Maybe they find out and that is why they break up. Who knows? We will see. But all I know is, like, once, if and when they find out they share a brother and they still date, and then, like, I don't know. I just feel like if and when they find out they have a brother, if they break up, I don't see them getting back together. Because if they broke up because they shared a brother, they're not going to get back together even still sharing a brother, you know? Because if you broke up because of it, you're not going to get back together later on in the season, even though you still share a brother. You know what I mean? Like, you can't break up because you share a brother and then get back together, but yet you still share a brother. And I'm just intrigued because I want Jughead and Betty to know, like, they need to know his father and her mother's history, more of it, and more of what's to come in season 3, their romance. And yeah, I feel like Gladys is definitely going to stir the pot. Like, I'm so excited. And I think it would be awesome if Jellybean bonded with Veronica instead of Betty. Please let that be true. Let's stick to the comics and do that. Please, writers, do that. Because I just want to see it for the sole purpose of Veronica and Jellybean bonding, and also Veronica and Jughead bonding. Like, I need that friendship already. Like, they would be such great friends. They are great friends, but they could have such a better friendship. And, you know, like, I just feel like they're going to have such a better friendship. I don't know. Like, I just think that. But that's all I quickly wanted to add, sorry, to the end of this, because I was thinking about that, you know, and it's like, I just don't feel like Charles' story is over with, especially with Chic coming back, and then, you know, Betty and Jughead. I feel like, I don't know, like, I'm kind of like half and half. I don't know if the writers are going to tell them. I hope the writers are going to tell them. I assume they will, but then again, I assume they might not. So I'm kind of like just waiting to see if they tell them, and I just kind of want to, like, see them tell them, because I think that's a pivotal thing to know. Like, I would want to know anyways, but maybe they will in the season 3, you know, so, and maybe, I feel like Gladys drops that bomb, like, you know, they had a kid together, like, I don't know, and she might not even know, but I feel like she's going to know a lot, and she's going to be stirring the pot a little bit, and I am super excited for it. So that's what I wanted to add. Sorry that's so long, but, you know, I love to talk about Riverdale. You guys don't even have to watch these videos. I know, I just talk about Riverdale nonstop. It's just my way of expressing what I have in my head. I'm sorry.